Good afternoon. This still is The Drive. And of course, my name is Evans Malasha. But of course, like you know, on Wednesdays we do have police and the community. And today I will be joined by Constable Mwansa Mukuka, Woman Inspector Mazuba Fabi, as well as Constable Mwamba Lillian, who are coming through to just let us discuss further with regards to our topic today being rape. Good afternoon to you all.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right, so I think to kickstart the conversation, we've already spoken about what our discussion is around today, being rape. Either of you could really pick up what is rape.
Okay. Rape is having unlawful carnal knowledge of a person without consent, or if the consent.
Sorry, before you
Yes.
proceed, I did introduce you all as a collective, but perhaps as you respond, probably you could introduce yourself, who it is that you are responding, because I know there is Constable Mwansa Mkuka there, Woman Inspector Mazuba Fabi, and Constable Mwamba Lillian. But if as we respond, we could just say who it is that is speaking. Please do go ahead.
This is Woman Inspector Mazuba responding. Rape is having unlawful carnal knowledge of a person without consent, or with consent if consent is obtained through intimidation or intoxication.
What are some of the causes of rape?
The causes of rape, it can be poverty, and also psychological condition of a perpetrator or the victim. Sometimes it's a culture norms that condone certain forms of violence, including rape. Those are the few that I can pick from the big list of it.
We didn't get your name there. We know earlier on that was Woman Inspector Mazuba Fabi that responded. We didn't quite get your name.
Oh, okay. My name is Mukuka Mwansa. I'm a constable.
All right. So we have looked at what rape is and what are some of the causes of rape. But what really does constitute rape?
This is Woman Inspector Mazuba responding. Rape has got some ingredients to be proved to be a rape. For rape to be proved, there should be some struggle marks. For example, if somebody wants to do something that you don't want on you, you resist. So that resistance brings some injuries. Sometimes the clothes are torn, the panties are torn. Even when you go to visit the scene of crime where that rape has happened, you see the struggle marks on the ground. And if it's not in that way, it could be maybe somebody hasn't resisted because they have been dragged, or there was intimidation that if they struggle, something will happen to them. So those are the things that constitutes rape.
It is not the first time we are talking about rape, and we've seen so many advocates, advocating for stiffer punishments, and other ways to try and curb rape. What are the current existing punishments of a rape offender, or if somebody is found themselves tangled in a rape, what are some of the punishments?
This is Constable Mwamba. And the punishment for rape is not less than 15 years. It can also go up to life imprisonment, depending on the circumstances of the case.
I lost you there. Could you please just give us the punishments there?
The punishment for rape is not less than 15 years. It can also go up to life imprisonment, depending on the circumstances of the case.
All right, nice. Is there any age limit to rape? Is there a particular age that if someone is at, you would say, well, age does not constitute for rape, or this age actually qualifies for somebody to be a victim of rape?
There's no age limit for rape. The only difference comes in at the age of 16. Above 16, that's where rape falls in, and below the age of 16, we call it defilement. So anyone can be raped.
If you know, head especially within marriages, this is a question that's been asked several times. I don't know who will respond to this one, but we know that legally you need to be 21 of age at least for you to be, you know, ushered into the institute of marriage. And in marriage, rape does exist, but people do not really understand that it does. Maybe just around the age limit, in the fact that your response is that anyone can be raped. Does this equally include in marriages as well?
Rape, yes, it happens in marriages, but according to our law, there's no rape in marriage. It's not covered. You cannot take your husband to police or to court because he raped you, unless our penal code or our law is amended. As at now, yes, it happens in our houses, but it's not covered in our law. You cannot prosecute a husband for raping a wife.
Well, rather unfortunate that that is the case, but nonetheless, who are prone to rape mostly?
Most of the times, women and girls are prone to rape, and also individuals under the influence of alcohol and drug abuse are also prone to rape. We also have people living with disability. They are prone to rape by the people who actually take care of them, because they are so vulnerable such that they will not have any defense in terms of trying to protect themselves, because they really rely on those caregivers. Yeah.
And what are some of the advantages, especially for reporting rape at the police station? Because, you know, many of the times, especially if the female is a victim from somebody that's close by, it could be, you know, a relation. And you've mentioned about people with disabilities being prone to be victims of rape, but even close family members who are dependent in this case, who as well have fallen under that bracket. But what are some of the advantages one will be assured of if they reported a case of rape at the police station?
Of advantages if the rape case is reported at the police station, and that is being reported in time, because there are other services that you can receive in a certain period of time. The services that you can't receive after a certain period of time. For example, if you report a case at the police station, we will do the formalities of entering the report in the OB, issuing the medical report form so that you go to the hospital and receive some medical services, where by maybe the person who've done that to you has got some diseases which can be prevented by the medical doctors, And after the medical is signed by the doctor, then we bring the perpetrators to book and we prosecute them, which means the bad seeds in the society are being removed, so people will be safe.
So is attempted rape as serious as rape? I ask this because I think maybe we need to understand the thin line that exists between the two. So in responding, probably you could maybe shed more light in what attempted rape is, and we did earlier on when we opened our discussion did allude to what rape is. So in distinguishing these two, is the matter, both matters, are they as serious as each other? So is attempted rape as serious as rape?
Attempted rape is just as serious as rape. I would say this because though they're a bit different, with rape there is a penetration, and with attempted rape there's no penetration, but there was a force that was applied on the victim, and that force was being applied without the consent of the victim. So they'll go with the same sentence, whether you raped or you didn't rape, because there was an intention of raping that victim. Yeah.
Yes, as my colleague has said, attempted rape or rape, they are all serious offenses, or they are all cases of interest, because they carry the same punishment. Whether you have done the act or you were on the way doing the act and you've been interrupted, as long as you attempted to do that, the person will be as guilty as the person who have done the rape. According to section 132 of the Penal Code, Cap 87 of the laws of Zambia, attempted rape and rape, they carry same punishment. That's 15 years and above.
Well, as we come to a wind-up of our discussion today, this is police and the community, and we are looking at what rape is. I do have in studio, of course, Constable Mwansa Mkuka, Woman Inspector Mazuba Fabi, as well as Constable Mwamba Lillian, who have been helping us break down this particular discussion. We have looked at what rape is, what are some of the causes of rape, what does constitute rape, as well as some of the punishments under rape, and the age, if there is indeed an age limit to rape. And we did look around the fact about, does rape exist in marriages? And Woman Inspector Mazuba Fabi there did, of course, allude to the fact that currently the laws in the country do not, cover that actual, but in morality, rape does exist in a marriage. We did look, of course, at who is prone to rape, and people with disabilities were raised as the people that top the most, and we did, of course, speak about the advantages of actually reporting rape at the police station. So as we wind up, constables and woman inspector, seeing that you are all females, I should assume this speaks a little bit closer to home than most. But how do you think we can prevent rape?
Rape can be prevented, one, by sensitizations. Some people, they do these acts out of ignorance. They don't know that it's an offense. Again, the rape can be prevented by self-security, avoiding moving at night alone, like a woman. A woman and a girl, they are vulnerable people who are very prone to this same act. And again, they should avoid being in dark corners with the opposite sex, so that they don't take advantage of them. just to mention but a few.
All right, so
And
as we wind up individually, I think I'll start with Constable Mansamkuka. Probably you could just give us any of your thoughts with around this discussion. What are some of the take homes that especially women or girl children out there can take out from our discussion today, which has been centered around rape? This is Constable Mansamkuka.
Say now is that for women and girls out there, we should protect ourselves by, knowing how valuable you are as a woman, because a woman is a mother of the nation. So you need to protect our integrity. The more we protect ourselves and we understand the value that we carry, we will stop this act of rape and maybe raise awareness as well, involving girls and women in the communities, because there are others who have no access to such kind of information. So if it can be raised in different communities, people will learn to say whatever act is being done on them is actually illegal and should be reported at the nearest police station. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Constable Mwamba Lillian, what are your takeaway points with regards to today's discussion about rape?
On this discussion, all I can say is let's have security conscience. Let's avoid moving in the night at awkward times. And whenever an offense is committed, let's report on time. And whether it is an attempt or it has been committed, it should be reported on time.
All right, thank you. Woman Inspector Mazuba Febi, as we wind up today's discussion of rape with police and the community. Your takeaway?
I would love to urge my fellow women out there and girls that they should not hesitate to report such matters. When such a thing happens to them, let them come direct to Victim Support Unit or any police station near where they stay, to Victim Support Unit, because people at Victim Support Unit, they are trained to handle such cases. They may fear to go direct to inquiries. You may find other officers who are not trained in this, who may ask you funny questions and then you shun away. You directly go to Victim Support Unit, you will find help, and there's confidentiality there. Whatever you share, you will never be hid anywhere.
Thank you very much to the Constable Mwanza Mukuka there, Woman Inspector Mazuba Febi, Constable Mwamba Lillian, for joining us on today's edition of Police and the Community. We were discussing rape. My name is Evans Malasha. Coming up is the News Minute. Thereafter, we get into the mix of Big Tree. Good afternoon.